street. That's proper technique, and they know that. People get hurt, people die from this, people get brain injuries like Scott Olson in Oakland. I mean, these less lethals that they use, even the beanbag rounds they call it, almost shot my finger off in Standing Rock. These cops don't give a fuck. And they throw shit like that. The neighbor here saying, don't shoot black people, to the police as they're gassing his neighborhood right in front of his house. Fortunately, it's windy tonight, so not getting overwhelmed on our side. The wind's actually working in the protesters' favor on this side of the street. Again, if you are wearing just a light covering like I am right now, make sure you have it moistened. Just it doesn't matter with what. People will tell you apple cider vinegar. It really doesn't matter. Anything moist will help absorb the particulates because it's an invisible particulate before you breathe it into your respiratory tract.
Difference in the way you handle it.
Right now, and this is a small crowd, we would just keep walking, but they're going to keep bombarding this neighborhood with gas. I guarantee you. Oh, shit. See, you guys didn't see any smoke, and we just got... It's invisible gas they're using. Shit. They just did something. Holy fuck. Inside, tear gas. Get inside.
Bring it in, motherfuckers.
Fuck. That's what I was saying about it being an invisible particulate. It's not the smoke. That is the gas, quote unquote. It's a particulate that's in the air, invisible, and it stays lingering in the air for quite a while. But that was, it must have been a smokeless tracer, or no smoke tracer. Because that was a large tear gas bomb that just went off by us. I didn't even see or hear anything. I didn't see or hear anything. We all just felt it all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I've been through tear gas before. That, yeah, it has to be. That was a smokeless. That was a smokeless. Because, like, their smoke and the particulates were drifting that way, and then all of a sudden, we just got hit with a wave of particulate.
Is that no?
So there was no smoke tracer. We didn't even hear anything go off.
I got mouth, you got eyes. Together I never perfect.
Been tear gas many times, and that was a very potent. Again, no smoke tracer, so it was invisible completely. And like I said, if they could have kept walking, they had like 10 times as many cops as people, push people where they wanted to go. They decided to gas a residential neighborhood with people out on their patios. Whatever they gassed us with, those people back there are going to get it real soon. That's why we're trying to tell them to go inside. Because they're not, you didn't see it, and they're not going to see it, and all of a sudden they're going to get really hit and not know what's happening. And if you don't know how to handle it, sometimes you can panic. That was a doozy.
Yeah, right?
Like,
I've never had anything like that.
Like, no, never. Like, I'm talking with Killer Martinis here, coming.
Yeah.
And we've both been through the ringer. Have you ever seen, like, have you ever been hit with tear gas like that when you saw nothing or heard nothing?
No, normally there's smoke or a pop or something. And the wind was going the other direction, so they had to have...
It had to have come from the right. Right.
And, like, so either they had somebody come and detonate something, I don't know. That's not...
It's not normal.
That's not the tear gas that they usually use.
No, and it was very potent.
Yeah, it was. More than I've had in other cities.
Right. Oh, yeah. It was worse than the Standing Rock tear gas, and that stuff was pretty bad.
That was. So, what's up, guys?
Killer Martinis, follow her on Twitter. Key with tear gas and pepper spray, folks, is don't start wiping your face a bunch and blink it out of your eyes as quick as possible. It's going to hurt at first, but it'll clear up quick. You get through the pain, and then you can hopefully slightly see. If it's really bad, then you have to have milk of magnesia or milk in the eye. Don't pour water. If you wipe your face with something, don't use it again. It's like eating hot wings.
Yeah, huh?
Man.
Woo! That was next level, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, I had a gas mask on, so I didn't really...
Oh, you had the seal good, I guess, then, huh?
seal
What up,
good.
Maylocks?
That was a doozy.
Anyone
Was
have
it really?
Maylocks
Oh,
on
dude.
site?
Like, I've never experienced tear gas where, like, there's no smoke trace, you don't hear anything, and also we all got hit with it. It's invisible particulate, I don't know if you know.
Wow.
Tear gas, like that smoke, that's just smoke. So when they say on the news at night, we just fired smoke, it's a half-truth. Because there's smoke tracers in the tear gas rounds. So when you see that, that's not gas. Tear gas is like this tiny, you can't see it, it's a particulate, so it sticks to you.
Yeah, no wonder I'm...
Yes, it hits you and then just sticks there. It's not a gas, it's these little tiny things that stick to you.
Yeah, I had my mask on, but I could feel a little tingle.
Yep, it'll start seeping.
Yeah.
Start seeping.
And actually, I don't use this fish.
You'll
I mean,
he wants to get home. He wants to get home, he's saying.
It's going to be about a week.
Yeah, go find something. But yeah, they were just tear gassing your neighborhood.
They tear gassed your house and everything.
Oh, right.
You got anything in there that you need?
They could have pushed people out, but they decided to put gas masks on and start firing.
You should call your neighborhood association.
You should complain to like your local representative. Like the cops were firing tear gas in a residential neighborhood while people were out on their patios.
And it comes through the events.
We can't do that, but if you live here, then I mean, but that's on you. It's on you. Talk to your neighbors. Talk to your neighbors about it.
So if you go in the house and you start stinging a little bit,
If you got windows open, then you might have gotten some. It's what they don't hit. They're coming to residential. If people have their windows open, it's those little invisible particulates that's going to stick to your table. It's going to stick to your. So you might wake up in the middle of the night and be like, "Why is my face burning?" Now you know.
Was that not long?
Not usually. Don't. No.
You should be fine now.
You'll be fine.
less about a week.
Well, it's wet.
Everything's about a week. That's it.
Okay, folks. I am going to take the stream down. There's no one else around me here. I'm not just going to stream while I'm walking around trying to find people and figure out where I'm going. And I'm over the 2-hour mark anyway, so it would be good to log these. So I appreciate you guys watching tonight. Remember, you can find me on all 4 of these channels right here and at rebz.tv/live. So make sure you follow all those channels, or just go to my website, rebz.tv, and you can watch me live right on there. And if you appreciate my work, please check out my new donation page for rebz.tv/donate.
And sadly, do you think politics plays a role in that, even though this is...
Many different Options.
Okay, let's see if we can find a... Let's see if anybody else is broadcasting these, well, it's interesting that with such a massive protest going on, that there's not more people, there's not more people broadcasting. Let's see what this person's doing.
I'm guessing it's a synagogue there in St. Louis? Hold up. Try to get closer.
I don't know what this video output low. It's interesting. You got to tell people how to breathe.
Okay, hold on. Alright, I found us a better feed. Hold on.
Let's see. Why is nobody on the ground actually covering this in St. Louis? I mean, Periscope should just be on fire right now from people broadcasting this. Seriously. I mean, I don't know what this one is.
Milo Yiannopoulos, stuff like that. He's going to be speaking, and it's going to be crazy.
Nah, I don't want to watch this dude. So, seriously, with this major event going on, I mean, literally, there's thousands of people out there protesting. Why is there not people broadcasting this? I mean, there should always be people on the ground, outside the mainstream media, getting different perspectives. So the rest of America can have 2 points of view. We can't always take what the mainstream media broadcasts as being the truth. You know, they like to cut and edit, you know, not show bad stuff if the cops are doing something that they shouldn't be doing, not showing some stuff that some protesters are doing that they shouldn't be doing. Depends on which network you're watching. So it's like independent people that are out there basically on the front lines of these protests. They don't realize that they're actually doing, besides, you know, maybe take whatever they're saying as, you know, being one-sided, but the coverage that they're getting can be vital. You know, it can tell another side of the story besides what, you know, the mainstream media is actually, you know, broadcasting. So I'm surprised, and actually it's pretty depressing that there's not more people, you know, I'm amazed at this. I mean, this was, or is still, a huge event thing going on, a huge protest going on. There's lots of people there on the ground. The police were starting to get more aggressive to break them up. They had started lobbing smoke canisters. Some people were saying they were gas canisters. You could hear some people coughing. I'm not exactly sure If it was smoke or gas, could have been a combination. But it doesn't help when, I mean, there's thousands of people out there right now, and it's like, I don't want to smoking gas.
So we hightailed it up the street here for a little while as people started running, because obviously you could feel the grip on our nervous systems as that gas was getting all over the place. And that's how
so anyways, I don't know what all this video output low. I don't know why it'd be low.
Well, we've seen people throw water bottles at police, and now they're trying to push the crowd towards the park.
So I'm.
Just in front of us, there's a synagogue.
So this is just a guy that's basically rebroadcasting.
The synagogue, some people trying to take refuge inside the doors.
I do wonder. Maybe I should bring up the St. Louis police feed.
Tense situation right now.
Maybe you can hear a different point of view from. Well, you can hear what the police are doing behind the scenes, kind of.
When you see people walking around with handguns.
Because like I said, I don't like when you're only seeing what the mainstream media is putting out there, you know. I take that, especially CNN, take that with like a grain of salt. So, I'm just really surprised. I mean, there should be people all over this. What is up? Come on, people, start broadcasting on Periscope, man. Get the other side of the story. Get the people on the streets part of the story. Instead of just, you know, one side. So, anyways, anybody that's got Periscope, you know, you could be doing this yourself. But obviously, some people don't have Periscope. Don't. Surprising, but some people don't. And like I said, I was just trying to rebroadcast. There was a very interesting feed up that the guy was doing a really good job. He was right there on the front lines until they started, you know, lobbing the smoke canisters, you know, and or gas canisters. And then he ended his feed. So it kind of sucks. It doesn't look like anybody else is covering it, which is really depressing. It's like well, I don't know. I guess I can't find any more people that are actually on the ground, not. They got gassed. Well, they were warning them. Can't say that they weren't warning them. But if it was warranted or not, that's why we need people that are on the ground there to be broadcasting. So we get both sides of the story. Basically what you see on the mainstream media, and then people that are actually independent on the ground telling the story. Kind of not editing, you know, showing what's really happening. And it does not look, unfortunately, does not look like anybody is broadcasting. So I guess I'm going to end this. If I find another good feed, I'll rebroadcast it. But something that's actually newsworthy of something that's going on, and nobody is covering it. Like I said, you can turn on your local news channels and they'll be telling one side of the story, but I was hoping to get other, you know, other sides of the story. You know, another perspective, if you will, of what's actually going on. So I guess I'm going to end this. I'm going to go and bring up the St. Louis Police scanner feed. See if there's any action going on the police scanner feed. Yeah, there's some freaks on Periscope, that's for sure. But man, something new, actually worth, you know, worth something, and nobody's covering it. That's depressing. It's really depressing that nobody is out there doing this. I don't know, maybe they really let the gas fly, and I don't know, what's this dude doing on Periscope TV? Oh, that's just a stagnant video. Wow. Oh, I guess, let's see. Well, anyways, this is the official feed. This Bruce at PCA Bruce. This is the feed. Yes, and they could be. You know, they did that. I covered during the pre-elections and stuff. I was covering a bunch of stuff, and with the Republican, the RNC. And they were definitely blocking that. You know, they shut the scanners down and everything. So they definitely do block signals. That could be the case. That's a very good point. And this person went offline too. So anyways, guys, well, I was trying to get a good feed up, and there was one that I was watching, but unfortunately, he stopped broadcasting because he had a very interesting feed. So I'm going to turn on the scanner. Actually, yeah, I don't know. Alright. Well, if I can find another feed, I'll bring the stream back up. But it doesn't look like anybody's broadcasting this. So, I'll see if the police scanner's got anything going.